Ever wondered why you feel so incredibly happy after sex? It's a sensation that's been universally experienced, yet not often explored. This feeling, known as post-coital bliss, is a fascinating concoction of biology, chemistry, and psychology. It's that warm, fuzzy feeling of satisfaction and happiness that washes over you, like basking in the afterglow of a stunning sunset or savoring the last bite of a delectable dessert. But what's intriguing is that this isn't merely about the physical pleasure of the act itself. No, it goes much deeper than that. The post-coital bliss is like the cherry on top of a sundae, the encore after a spectacular performance, the lingering taste of a fine wine. It's an integral part of the sexual experience, a feeling that can last for hours or even days after the act itself. Now, you might think this is all due to the natural high from the physical exertion, the intimacy shared, or simply the satisfaction of a primal urge. And indeed, those elements do play a role. But there's more to it than meets the eye. Behind the scenes, your body is orchestrating a symphony of chemical reactions that contribute to this feeling of bliss. During sex, your brain is flooded with a cocktail of hormones and neurotransmitters, each playing its part in the grand scheme of things. Dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, gives you a rush of pleasure. Oxytocin, the love hormone, enhances feelings of bonding and affection. Endorphins, your body's natural painkillers, promote a sense of well-being and relaxation. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. The science behind postcoital bliss is a subject so vast and intriguing, it deserves a closer look. In the scenes to follow, we'll dive headfirst into the chemical cocktail that induces this bliss, explore the power of physical touch, and delve into the psychological perspective of this phenomenon. So, fasten your seatbelts and prepare for a journey into the intriguing world of human sexuality. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the fascinating science behind this post-sex euphoria. Believe it or not, the euphoria experienced post-sex has a lot to do with your brain and the cocktail of chemicals it releases. It's like attending a party where the brain plays the role of a skilled mixologist, serving up a delicious concoction of hormones that result in feelings of happiness, relaxation, and bonding. Let's start with endorphins. These natural painkillers are released by the pituitary gland during moments of stress or discomfort. But don't be fooled by their pain-killing properties. Endorphins are also responsible for that warm, fuzzy feeling you get after a good workout. During and after sex, the body is flooded with endorphins, leading to feelings of satisfaction and relaxation. Next up, we have oxytocin, also known as the cuddle hormone. This hormone is released in large amounts during and after sex, especially during orgasm. Oxytocin is a powerful bonding agent and is responsible for the feelings of closeness and intimacy we experience with our partners post-sex. It's like the glue that holds the relationship together, promoting trust, empathy, and bonding. Last but not least, we have dopamine, the pleasure hormone. Dopamine is released during pleasurable activities, including eating, exercising, and yes, you guessed it, during and after sex. It's what gives us that rush of pleasure and satisfaction, making us want to repeat the experience. Now imagine all these chemicals, endorphins, oxytocin, and dopamine working together in perfect harmony. They're like the ingredients in a cocktail, each contributing its unique flavor to create a delightful blend. The endorphins provide the base, offering a soothing calm. The oxytocin adds a touch of warmth, enhancing bonding and intimacy. The dopamine gives it that kick, providing the pleasure and satisfaction we crave. So it seems our brains are quite the mixologists, serving up the perfect cocktail for happiness. It's this intricate dance of chemicals that explains why we feel so happy, relaxed, and connected after sex. So the next time you're basking in the afterglow, remember to raise a toast to your brain, the master mixologist. Think about it. Isn't it fascinating how a simple touch can make us feel so good? Now let's delve into the power of physical touch and its role in our feelings of happiness after sex. Physical touch is more than just a sensory experience. It's a language that communicates love, intimacy, and connection. And it's this connection that contributes to our feelings of joy and satisfaction. When we engage in physical touch, our skin sends signals to our brain, which in turn releases a cocktail of hormones that promote feelings of bonding and happiness. One of these hormones is oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone. Oxytocin is released during skin-to-skin contact and plays a significant role in bonding, trust, and empathy. It's like a warm hug in hormone form. And there's more. Physical touch also stimulates the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in reward and pleasure centers in the brain. This is why touch can feel so rewarding and pleasurable. But it's not just about the hormones. Physical touch can also foster a sense of security and belonging, enhancing our emotional well-being and contributing to our overall happiness. So when we talk about the bliss we feel after sex, we can't ignore the power of physical touch. It's not just the physical act itself that brings us joy, but the intimacy, connection, and sense of security that touch fosters. So it's not just the act itself, but the power of touch that plays a crucial role in our post-sex happiness. But there's more to this story. Let's not forget about the psychological aspect of post-coital happiness. While the physical and chemical factors we've discussed so far are incredibly important, they're only half of the equation. The psychological aspects of post-coital happiness are just as vital, and they often intertwine with the physical in fascinating ways. Let's start with a big one: accomplishment. That's right, there's nothing quite like the feeling of a job well done, and that includes sex. Successfully navigating the intimate dance between two people can bring a sense of achievement and satisfaction that boosts your mood and leaves you feeling happy. Then there's intimacy. Sex is a deeply personal act, one that often involves a level of vulnerability and trust that can be incredibly bonding. This closeness can foster feelings of security and happiness, reinforcing the positive effects of the physical and chemical elements we've previously discussed. Finally, we must consider the connection. Whether a long-term partner or a newer relationship, sex can deepen the connection between two people. This connection can lead to increased feelings of happiness as it fulfills our basic human need for companionship and understanding. So, while the physical reactions and chemical cocktails released and after sex certainly play a part in post-coital happiness, they're not the whole story. The psychological factors, feelings of accomplishment, intimacy, and connection, are equally important. After all, it's not just about the physical. Our minds play a significant role in shaping our post-coital happiness too. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing healthy lifestyle videos.